Hi folks, thanks for joining us on this video. If you're new here, I'm Willie.
And I'm Sarah.
We're a musician and artist, and at the end of last year we moved to a nearly 200-year-old cottage on the Isle of Skye in the Scottish Highlands with our dog, Jack Spaniels.
This week we head out to explore one of the best hill walks on the island, perhaps even the whole of Scotland.
And while we're there, we have an incredible wildlife encounter with one of the Hebrides' most awe-inspiring raptors.
Plus, Willie and Richard get to work on our new Landrover Defender, and Jack Spaniels has a huge decision to make.
Join us as we continue. Living the Skye life. It's the morning, we're up nice and early and we're driving to near Portree to go and climb a hill. What's the hill called again?
Oh, Ben
Chinnavig, we think. We had planned to do a Monroe, but we're not going to because we need to warm up again. We haven't been out in the hills for a while, like properly. We used to do it a lot, but we've been that busy with the build and everything else. We're going to go and tackle a hill for the first time in a while.
What did it say on the Walk Islands website? One of the best short walks in Scotland.
I'm in.
Let's check it out.
Alright. We got the frost warning on Sarah's car as soon as we got in, which is the first time that's happened this year. Also, you'll probably notice this rather fetching tammy that I'm wearing, or beanie if you're not from Scotland. The other thing you'll notice is that the scenery around here has completely changed. The landscape is very different. It's very brown and russet in colour now, whereas before it was all greens. And I'm talking just a couple of weeks ago. It's changed radically in a very short space of time, and it will change again as it goes into winter.
There's someone behind me that's very excited about being next to the sea. Hey monkey, do you want to go for a walk? Okay, let's go. Wait. Okay. And away he goes.
Bye, Jack.
Any chance we're getting him up that hill?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Right, monkey. Going up the hill now.
We're just walking up from the car park, well, verge, to the hill, and this is the first part. We've got a beautiful view of the beach on our right, and then further up is the crags of the hill in front of us. Beautiful morning.
Look at this. That's so cute.
Take the artist anywhere, she will find another gallery.
It's an honesty box, so it just means they leave these out and then you pay what you owe into the box down here.
That's cool.
Very common in the Highlands. Very trustworthy.
So it should be though, that's how the world should be.
Cake!
So on top of finding a gallery in the first few steps, she's now found a cupboard of cake.
You want some cake?
Yeah, but let's get it on the way down.
Okay, there's none left. I'm blaming you.
Only you would find a cupboard of cake on a hill walk. See any cake you like the look of?
Yes, all of it.
Nice.
And I'm hungry now.
See us encounter some astonishing wildlife and reach the summit of the hill later in this video. It's a really beautiful morning here on the Isle of Skye. You can see the sun's just coming over the glen and it's lighting up the hill behind me here. So what I'm planning to do today is address the cross member at the back of the car. Now it is a temporary fix. It may be for 1 year, it may be for 2, but certainly no more. Then I'll need to replace the cross member. I could do it right away, but we've just spent a lot of money on the car. I don't really have the money to do that right now. This is just a case of removing that tar stuff that's on the back, and then I'm going to use some rust treatment called Q-Rust. Once the Q-Rust has had a chance to stabilise the rust, I can then go in with Hammerite paint, which doesn't need a primer, it goes straight onto the metal, and I'm hoping that taking this action will solve the problem for now, at least until I get round to fixing the problem properly in the future, maybe a year or two from now. First of all, let's mask off the bits of the car that I don't want to be touching with the angle grinder wire brush. I've got it done, so now I'll get the angle grinder with the wire brush fitting on it and take off this horrible stuff that shouldn't be on there. Plus it's going to look a bit nicer as well, not having all that rust on there. Okay, I've got a good bit of it done, but I've realised that it's going to be much easier if I just take this wheel off the back. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Cool, that will make it so much easier. Should have done it in the first place, Dafty. I'm sure lots of you are going to comment, you should have done that in the first place, Dafty. I know I'm a Dafty. I should have done it in the first place. Right, I'm done with the angle grinder now, thankfully, because it was quite hard going. My arms are all like jelly. For now, I'm pretty happy. I don't want it to get even worse, so this is probably going to help it not to get worse. And I'm now going to go... Oh, hello, Jack. Hi, Jack. Jack's come to play. Next step is to get the Q rust on it, which is rust treatment, and hopefully prevent it from rusting anymore. Let's get the rust treatment on. Jack, what are you doing? You trying to tell Dad something? Telling me something is up these steps. You want me to go up here? Okay, let me see. Ah, it's his bottle of bad Spaniels. I think you've got a drink problem, Jack. We're going to have to do something about it. Only happy with his bottle in his mouth now. I wonder what would happen if you took your dog to the vet and said you think it's got a drinking problem. I have a feeling it would be frowned upon. Right, I've masked it all off now, as you can see, and it's ready for painting. So let's get a coat on there and see how it looks. I must say I'm a little bit nervous about this. Can't say I've ever spray painted my car before, so this is the first time for me. A lot of firsts on Skye for me. Should be fun anyway, I hope. That's the first coat done, and I'm happy with that. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm going to let that dry now. I'm going to try and get 2 coats on today. It needs to be warm enough for the paint to cure, because if not, overnight it could all go weird and like cracked up. Looking forward to getting the second one on, if it's today. Hope it is. Hello.
Hello.
Richard's come round and saved the day. He's fixed the side step up to the car and got it moving again. He's got one of these bad boys, which is a lot more powerful than the ones I've got, so... There you go. Nice. I got the other one going, you got that one going.
Aye, but you didn't have enough brute force and ignorance. And a tool that will say you will move.
The
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Well done.
No, I can get in and out.
Yeah, excellent. And we can put that up, which makes it legal. So the paint job's done now as well. So all in all, today was a good day for the car. Right, it's the moment of truth. Let's get this paper off the car and see what it looks like with this new paint job at the back. Right, that's it done. Let's do the grand reveal. Drum roll. And there it is. So much better. Okay, so it's a temporary job. It's not going to last forever, but it's going to get us by this year, potentially even next year. We'll see. It's like night and day compared to how it was. So yeah, worth the effort. I managed to get 4 coats on there in one day. Happy days. Job, as Richard just said, is a good one. This is going to be one of the best views of the Isle of Raasay from Skye, and I can just see the Cooling Hills over there as well. The red Coolings are on the left and the black Coolings are just peeking out on the right. It's lovely here, absolutely beautiful. Wee fishing boat coming in.
That's Raasay over there, which is a smaller island in between Skye and the mainland. And I really want to go because you can get a ferry across. I think the ferry is just down there. There it is. And that's where we stopped and put Jack on the lead.
the hill behind me, there is what I think is an eagle. I don't know if it's a sea eagle or a golden eagle. It looks like a golden actually. So I'll try and zoom in on that, and if not, well, we'll just hope it stays up there for us getting up there. Look at us. We think this is a golden eagle, but whilst editing the footage, we're now in two minds whether it's a golden eagle or a juvenile white-tailed sea eagle without the fully developed white tail feathers. If you can identify it for certain, please let us know in the comments below. That is the bravest raven. Well, that was pretty spectacular, wasn't it?
My neck is hurting from looking right up above our heads.
It didn't know we were there for the first little second or two, so it was just flying just really, really close to us. And then the raven came in and it went higher, but wow, that was incredible. A golden eagle at what, 20 feet away?
Yeah, directly above our heads.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Really, really low. It was incredible. Down there, about midway between us and Raasay, there's a collection of birds, seabirds, in the water, which I'm trying to zoom in on. Usually when there's a big collection like that, it means there's something under the water, like mackerel. Hopefully we might see some cetaceans as well. Dolphins or porpoise or even whales, who knows? You just don't know on Skye. Over Sarah's left shoulder there is the top of the hill. We think it is anyway. It's not that far, to be fair. It's a short walk, but we just wanted to break ourselves back into it nice and gently. Then we're going to attempt a Munro with completely jelly legs.
Yep.
So we'll do a couple like this before we get into the massive hills. Massive for Scotland anyway. Here again. Sarah's just pointing out. I was already filming it though, but she didn't see it, of course. You fly by. Just walking along, and that eagle just keeps coming back and looking at us. I think it's fascinated just to see what are those things. See if they can eat us. Jack's on his lead the whole time, but to be honest, I don't think it's big enough to take him anyway. Beautiful creature though, wow. The sun's going in a bit, which makes it a bit more moody and sky-like. It's lovely when it's sunny, but I like it when it's like that too. We just got to the top of this hill and there's a big reveal here, and I thought, you know what, we've already seen it, but I thought I'd let you guys experience it the way we did. So we're going to walk back up and do it again for you, so here we go.
Behind the scenes for you.
Behind the scenes. Right folks, are you ready for this? Ta-da! Wow, check that out. It's like a mini Old Man of Storr and a mini Kerrang as well, all in one. And then the islands over there as well, zoom in. Check that out. That is stunning.
The time has come, people. We need to find out the answer to the question that has plagued mankind for about 8 years.
And what's the question?
What does Jack prefer? Chicken?
Or sausages?
He loves ham, he loves bacon, he loves cheese, sandwiches. Pretty much any food we're having, he wants. But those are his two favourites.
So it's time to find out which one he prefers. Let's do that.
Jack, do you prefer chicken or sausages? We were going to do this as part of our Patreon exclusive video on Jack Spaniels because he's doing a Q&A over on Patreon this week, and we thought this is too big. This decision between the sausages and the chicken is too big to just be for Patreon, so this is for all you guys.
But Jack Spaniels' interview is going to be over on Patreon soon, so you can check that out over there.
Okay, the Spaniel is being restrained.
Cuddled.
In the interests of fairness and equality, the sausages have been allowed to cool down, so they are both cold and they are now ready. And Jack knows exactly what's going on.
I'm excited.
Do you prefer sausages or chicken?
Oh, he's excited.
Sausages or chicken? He's ready to go. Right, Jack, which one do you want?
Sausages or chicken? Straight to the sausages.
Straight up. Oh.
There was a sniff of the chicken. All the sausages are gone. Nearly. Now they are. And now the chicken.
Now we know.
That's conclusive proof.
He even stopped and sniffed the chicken and went back to the sausages.
I know. And now he's licking both the plates. Now he's looking all over the house for more.
It's all gone. it's not a game of find it, I promise.
Good boy.
Well, there we have it.
Conclusive proof.
If we needed it, that Jack's favourite food is
sausages. See? Was that a nice treat, Pops?
Did you get it right? Did you guess what he was going to go for? I genuinely thought he might go for chicken.
No, I knew it was going to be sausages.
Jack loves the sausage.
There you go. Yeah, you're a sausage.
Sausages?
That up there, over Sarah's shoulder again, that is the summit. So we're just going up there now. I had to take my tammy off because I'm really hot.
Quite often there's a lot of false summits when you go up hills.
I'm pretty sure that's the summit.
Nearly there. I told you it was a false summit. Always.
That's the summit over there.
That is it. God, it's beautiful.
I can see the summit now very clearly. It's got a trig at the top. It wasn't that much further on, but it's always the same in the hills in Scotland. You always think you've reached the top and then there's a false summit and then the real one. Ben Nevis, that happens about 806 times, I think, or is it 807? It's something like that. You always think you're at the top and you're not, but it is the biggest mountain in Scotland, and yes, we are going to do it one day. Me and Jack have already climbed it. It's great fun.
I can see Portree. That's the capital of Skye, this little harbour. Nearly there. Can see the trig point. Just a few sheep to get past. And we've made it.
None shall pass. Not having it. It's a face-off. Got a mate over here as well.
What's going on, guys?
Alright, they're off. Jack's on his lead, obviously, when there's livestock.
Wow. 3, 2, 1. Yay!
Well done. made it to the top and it's really beautiful. We can see in all directions, including over there, which is Portree, over there, which is the Cooling Range, the black ones and the red ones, and Raasay behind us over there. And it's just absolutely lovely. We need to do some more hills, eh?
Yeah, we needed this.
We
I
did.
think.
Bit of fresh air, get the heart pumping, it's great.
It's easy for us to just sort of stay in the glen because it is so beautiful. And if we're really busy, we just take Jack to the beach or take him to the woods for his walks.
Yeah.
But it's all quite flat. So yeah, my legs are feeling the burn a little bit, but
Yeah, mine too, but I'm sure they'll be fine by tomorrow.
yeah, definitely
That's
up for some
amazing.
bigger mountains. The time-honoured tradition of sitting, having a sandwich at the top of a hill with a spaniel in close proximity.
A spaniel, I might add, they didn't eat his breakfast as usual when we're going out on the hills.
Too excited, her pups. Not a bad spot for lunch, mind.
Great view of Portree. Very different to the other side of the hill, which is all wild and mad.
Just proof, if you need it, that we do feed this dog. Gentle. Good boy.
This is what happens when you forget his little bowl. He's got a collapsible bowl, but we're out of practice coming up hills, so we forgot, but this is what we do when we forget. It's water out of one of his clean poop bags.
Was that nice? Do you want some more?
Directly above our heads, checking us out. That's so close. Nothing says the Isle of Skye more clearly than walking along with sunglasses on in the rain, and there's a rainbow to prove it. We made it safely back down the hill, and Sarah hasn't forgotten about the cake.
It's the moment of truth. There's none left in here. Not even you. Oh, there's 2 bits left.
2 bits left, like it was meant.
Apple and almond cake.
Oh,
And a bright pink honesty box.
excellent.
Now, actually, she says you can also pay on PayPal. It's the honesty box for the modern day, but I think I do have cash. Well, she's going to get a £1 tip because I haven't got any change.
But that's alright. That's nice.
So no one nicks it. Not that anyone would. You've got to be a pretty low down person to steal from an honesty box. But... Okay.
That's them all. We've just taken the last of their cake. Do you feel guilty about that?
No, I think they'll be happy that they all got eaten and enjoyed. None for you, I'm sorry. Doesn't say a name, but thanks, Craig and Cakes.
That takes the cake, that does.
Now where can we get some coffee?
I wonder.
That's very cute. Oh, that's Steen. Oh, I have to get that. From a collage using paper, leaves and tree bark. That's amazing. I'm going to get those too. Because cards are always good to have. And they're really pretty. I love that one of Steen. There's the hill we were up. You can't tell from this side how dramatic it is on the other side, can you?
No.
And we must have driven past that hill hundreds of times, going back and forth to Portree and things. And it just looks totally unassuming from this side, but it's absolutely stunning. And we would highly recommend doing that walk.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy as well.
Very easy. It might be a bit of a nightmare in the summertime getting parked.
Yeah.
So if you were going to do it, it might be worthwhile doing it in the morning, but...
Yeah, get there early if it's the peak season. Well, you didn't think I was going to miss out on coffee, did you? We've come to Portree to fill up for petrol, and we've also popped into the hardware store to get some bird feed and some compost for repotting Willie's cherry tree that he's growing. They have a cafe in Portree, which I really like, Birch, and this is their roastery, but you can get coffee here as well. So definitely need some caffeine after that climb. Here you go, sir.
Top one?
Yes.
Thank you.
So of all the scenic places on Skye that we could enjoy a coffee and cake, we're sat in a retail park.
Oh yeah, but we're just off a hill though.
Yeah.
Well, if we just hang out in the retail park eating cake, that would be weird. This is the cake, it's the moment of truth. It's the cake that we found in a random cupboard on a hill walk.
Yeah, completely normal in Scotland, it's fine.
It smells like almonds. Has it got almonds in it, or is it arsenic?
It's fine, guys. Promise. That's nice. That's very nice. So thanks to our Ko-fi supporters for our coffee and cake today, seeing us through the walk. And a few biscuits for Jack, don't worry. That is a really nice cake. If you're doing that walk, check out the Cake Honesty box. Cheers!
As always, folks, thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please do leave us a like, a comment, or subscribe to our channel if you don't already. It's free to do, and it really helps us out.
And if you do, you're super cool, because we're almost at 50,000 subs. If we can get there for Christmas, we will be exceptionally happy.
If you're enjoying our videos and you want to support the channel, you can do so over on Ko-fi, where you can leave us a donation for a cup of coffee, a bit of cake, or a treat for Jack.
If you want to support us even further, you can do so over on Patreon. Thanks to our patrons so much. Without you guys helping us, we just couldn't make these videos.
And as we mentioned earlier, Jack's Q&A is now live on our Patreon page, so you can go across and watch that if you are a member. And you can also go back and watch the Q&As from Willie and myself that we've already done. All the links to these pages are in the video description below.
I mean, the symbol ring. As I said earlier in the video, if you do know if that's either a sea eagle or a golden eagle, please do let us know in the comments below.
Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Next week. There was a strange delay there. I don't know what's going on. There's something wrong with this. Is it broken? We're leaving our suburban life, moving over the sea to Skye. Are we chasing a dream? I guess in time we will see, when we're living the Skye life. Living the Skye life. If you want to support us a little bit further, you can do so over on Patreon. We'll do that again. Over Sarah. Oh! He almost put his foot in my cup of tea. That would have been criminal. Oh.
Very important whittles.
Always. I've still got some bits to do, and I've got to get underneath and do the... We've called the video Golden Eagle Hill rather than the name of the hill, because I've already forgotten it and I've just climbed it. So that means that no one will remember it. So it's Golden Eagle Hill to us. Yeah. Just because we saw so many golden eagles. Yeah. And a rainbow. Maybe we should call it Golden Eagle Rainbow Hill. Maybe we should call it Rainbow Eagle Hill.
Right, concentrate on driving.
Okay. Job, as Richard just said, is a good one. Kind of. For now, anyway.
I think you gave me the bigger one, actually. Do you want the bigger one?
No, you just give me a bite of that one.
Okay, right.
We don't have cookies.
So you can now watch Jack's Q&A, my Q&A, Willie Scott's Q&A. I don't know why I had to give him a surname, but I did. Don't do that again.
Oh,
Scratchy
Jack's at the door anyway.
Scratchy scratch. He knows we're talking about him.
In. Come on. In your bed. In your bed. Good boy.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Just came through the tripod.
Yep. And he's got muddy feet all over the floor, man. Jack! Ah, dog! Do you know where the mop is? Jack! Jack! Jeez! Oh, get off the couch!
Aye!
Right, in your bed.
In your
It's
bed.
fine, you've got a bed in here, dude. Come on now. Play fair. In your bed. Take your toy and lie down. Good boy.
Well, it's good. We were worrying we wouldn't have much of a blooper section this week.
Well, I don't know, you haven't seen the bits that I've made.
Right, we'll try that again, shall I?
Okay. Click here to subscribe to live in the Skye life.
Click here to go back to the start of our adventures with our very first episode.